Timothy, Bass Musician Magazine. Today I am bringing you the Strandberg Prog bass. This is the Boden Prog 5. It is a really cool design. It is an extremely lightweight bass. The features are amazing. There is a really cool design on the neck. The headstock here, headless headstock, is really amazing. The way that the strings fit in, and I'm guessing these look like D'Addarios, is set up with these monorail type bridge with a really cool adjuster at the bottom. It tunes very easily. When I first saw this, I thought it was going to be a little bit difficult to tune. I was completely wrong. It tunes very easily. And what I like too about this design with this cut is that it offers a playing position in two different playing positions depending on the style of your playing. If you have more of an upright position, in the classical position, you have a really nice cutaway at the bottom. And you also have a nice cutaway here that sits very nicely on either leg or in the middle. So if you are somebody who's playing with a foot ramp and you're supporting the bass in that way, it's going to be very nice. Now, I am going to tell you that there are some vital stats in this. You will notice that the frets are fanned, which means that I have a 35-inch scale on my B string and a 33-inch scale on my G. The Enduro neck profile, that was what I was telling you about with that V, that really cool V with the flat top on there. And at first when I saw that, I thought it was meant for guys who are doing like double tap, like tapping with two hands, because it definitely gives you a nice position for that right hand too. So if your thumb is crossing over and you are doing a two-hand style tapping, it makes a lot of sense to me. It almost puts it into that position of Chapman stick. It's a Strandberg design for those tuners and this headstock right here. It's beautiful. It's the black hardware. I have some really great photos of that. And right away, I saw that I like this. They use the Lumi dots, so the dots actually glow in the dark. So when you are playing in a dark environment and you need to see that, I was looking at the back of the instrument. So again, the cut here is very nice. That heel block is really smoothed out, so you have a really easy contour into the upper register. You have a nice little spot here for your 9-volt battery, easily to get into. Easy in, easy out. I like the cutaway here. So if you look at this, the way that the instrument cable connects, it tucks into the body of the bass. Almost reminds me of the Jens Ritter style. Jens a lot of times puts the cutaway for the instrument cable into a position that you can barely see it, which I find really interesting, and I like that. Now, we know that we have the Nordstrand stacks. The design is really cool. The Enduro neck is a very interesting honeycomb V shape. The bass itself has a really nice profile, so if you're playing, it puts the thumb into a proper position, so you don't have that crossover thumb at the top. It keeps your thumb in that player's position so that you have less fatigue, less problems. So it's a different take on the preamp from the other bass. So with the Prog bass, you do have a different set of EQ settings that you can dial in slightly. It's going to have a slightly different tone, which is really cool. Now, if we go through a rundown through the instrument, through the setting, I have my pickup select, and I want you to hear that. So right there, I am going from my rear pickup, from my bridge to my neck pickup. I like that. So if I go back to center, back to bridge, and back. Very cool. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set the EQ. So I have my EQ right here, and I have my bass, mid, and treble. I'm going to dial each one in. I'm going to go with the A. So that should be my bass right there. There's my mids. Hear my sweep in my mids. And of course, my treble on the top. And of course my volume knob right here. What I like about this bass too is that you have the push-pull active passive preamp. go back through and dial that in again. So again, my bass, dialing in, there's center, slightly forward. My mids, center, slightly forward, and my treble. And of course, pickup select. Bass retails street for about $3,100. It is a great feeling instrument. It is really unique. A 12-ply carbon fiber reinforced neck. That is a really unique concept. And again, if you can see that neck, I really like pointing that out. It is a really cool neck with our truss rod excess right at the tip. And this is the Strandberg designed headstock with the way the strings are in there. It looks like we're using a standard set of strings, rolls in, and then you have a dual set of Allen wrench keys that you can tighten that off so you have a really easy fit. So you're not worrying about a double ball and string, which is really nice. And that fan fretting really does help for keeping the instrument sounding sharp with that piano-like low B through giving the right tension on that G string. Tension, really being able to dial in that tension and finding where the string sits really easily is really important. Now when I got the instrument in, I was a little concerned because chording on it seems a little strange. So if you do have to adjust your hand for that. So let's hear how the bass really sounds. What I'm going to do is just play some long notes so we hear how the tones sound, because I feel like that's the best way to really identify how a bass should sound. I'm going to set the EQ. I'm going to set the EQ flat. I have the preamp on; it's active. I'm going to set the pickups to middle so that they're both active. I'm going to do a C scale 2 octaves up and down, just so we can hear the bass. I'm going to have to turn that up a little bit. And back down. What do you guys think? I think it's a pretty nice bass. Strandberg. It is an incredible instrument. Get one in your hands, try it out. It is a really cool player. You're going to love the weight. You're going to love the feel of the bass. The quality is awesome. The instrument looks amazing. The EQ and the pickups sound great. What do you expect? It's the Nordstrand with dark glass. It's a win-win. You're going to love this bass. So thanks, guys. Thanks for checking it out. I hope to see you again on Bass Musician Magazine. Check back soon. Peace, love, and low notes.